Hey Tribe, it's Brett Gregory, and I'm super excited today to have somebody who's going to help our yoga tribe and help all of our yoga instructors attract more students and attract more abundance into your practice. Today I am with Rebecca Snowball, who is the founder of the Vibrant Yoga Entrepreneur Series, and she's got 3 essential steps today to help you master marketing and fill your yoga classes, workshops, and events. So Rebecca, welcome to our show.
Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be here and share these wonderful steps with everybody.
Yeah, well, tell us about your first of all about your practice and what you do.
So I've had my yoga business, Yoga Soul, for the past 13 years. In fact, this month, August, is my 13th year of being in business.
All right,
And I've absolutely,
congratulations.
thank you. And I love teaching yoga, but I've struggled with having full classes and really basically making enough money as a yoga teacher. So 2 years ago, I discovered how to take my business online, and I went online with the Vibrant Yoga Entrepreneur Speaker Series and became very passionate about helping yoga teachers to reach more people and really learn the business of yoga so they can create a thriving yoga business and make money doing what they love. And that's what I do now. I coach yoga teachers to create awesome yoga businesses that they love.
Well, we share a similar passion, helping yoga instructors spread their love around the world and get more people healthy. That's what I'm really passionate about. So let's get right to it. What are your 3 essential steps to help our viewers here master their marketing and fill their yoga classes?
So the 3 essential steps come from my 7 chakra step Manifest Your Thriving Yoga Business program. So they are energetic steps, they are chakra steps, but they do demand actual physical practice. So definitely take action on these steps and you will see a result in your marketing material like right away. So the first step is vision. The second step is service, and the third step is voice. So we're going down the chakra system. And the very first step, you'll see on the next slide, we'll go right to it, is to create a crystal clear business vision for yourself. This takes a little practice and time, and many of us as yoga entrepreneurs, yoga teachers, we're full with our lives. We're busy teaching classes, raising children, all the different things that life comes up, that life brings to us, and we sometimes forget to stop and dream into our business. And this is a very essential step to be able to see your way into the future. You'll see here, the word vision, it means an imagined idea or goal toward which one aspires. So we use the power of our 6th chakra. This is Ajna chakra. And in Sanskrit, the word Ajna translates in English to command center. So we really take command of our lives and our business by spending time visioning, imagining, dreaming into what we want and who we want to serve and where you see yourself 3 to 5 years from now. So we have this big vision. Who are you serving and how many people are you reaching? And what impact do you have on the world when you're really stepping up into your greatest expression as a yoga entrepreneur? How are you giving back? It has 2 parts to it, this piece, because we have our big vision. So go ahead into the next slide. You'll see the big vision is looking ahead, that 3 to 5 year picture. Picture yourself 5 years into the future. Again, who are you helping? What does your business feel like? What are you wearing? I mean, really getting into the detail. And how does having a successful, thriving yoga business help you? You have the resources when you're visioning. What does it look like in your life when you know that money is flowing in? Because that's a big piece of it. And a lot of yoga entrepreneurs, yoga teachers, we don't want to say it's about the money. But part of it for us, it has to be, because that is how we make our living.
Yeah, and I just want to stop you there and interject because I couldn't agree with you more. And in fact, a good friend of mine, Max Simon, his company is called Big Vision Business. He was actually the marketing brains behind the Deepak Chopra organization and helped them grow to over $100 million in sales with all of their informational products. And he does every single day, and part of his meditation is visioning, looking 3 to 5 years out, exactly what you're going to feel like, exactly what you're wearing, exactly what the abundance that your business has created. And there is no shame in making money. There is no shame in creating abundance. It's not evil. In fact, if you want to help more people, you need to make more money. And so the way that the most successful entrepreneurs that are just amazing at creating abundance, they have this really healthy relationship with money where they can just attract it all the time.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we're on our path. This is part of our path, is to really embrace our abundance as yoga teachers. And so this big vision is cool. And I love hearing about Max Simon. I'm a huge Deepak Chopra fan. And we've talked about, Max is the son of Deepak's partner, David Simon, who, I have their book, The Seven Spiritual Laws it's The Seven Spiritual Laws of Yoga, I believe. And it's just a beautiful book. And right now I'm listening to Deepak's 21-day meditation challenge. So yeah, I love what they're doing. And the other piece about this big vision is that we need to break it down, because we can hang out in the big vision and it feels so far away and so overwhelming that it just is like an overload for us. And so rather than taking action, we tend to just let it hang out there in the future. So the second piece of this is to do the point A to point B exercise. And I first heard of this actually from our Vibrant Yoga Entrepreneur series from Chris Ward of the Abundant Yogi. And she is amazing. And I loved how she put this piece about define your point A, just simply without judgment, describe where you are right now in your business. How many yoga classes are you teaching? What is your schedule? How many privates do you have? How much money are you making? Without judgment. Just This is it. These are the facts. And then you look ahead 3 to 6 months into the future. I like to do 3 months sometimes. Sometimes I want to go a little further out, but they're both pretty, they're just right there.
Yeah.
So you say, okay, 3 months from now, what do I want to be doing in my business? For some teachers, it's actually, I want to teach less classes because I'm overextending myself.
Sure.
And for other teachers, it's, well, I really want to have more on my schedule and I want to have more privates. So you're going to decide and custom design what it looks like 3 to 6 months from now. Just choose that time frame, look at the date, put it on your calendar and say, by the time, November 15th rolls around, this is what I want to be happening in my business. This is how many classes, this is how many privates. I want to do an online piece to my business. I want to do a retreat, whatever it is for you. And also, how much money are you making in that time? And now you've got this smaller chunk that you can see your way to. And in my program, we talk about how do we take action? How do we alchemize that vision with action and pull our business forward?
Great.
So it's nice to go deep into that. But right now, you can actually take away from this call right now, do this exercise. I mean, actually do it, because you're hearing it. You're probably getting inspired. The next piece is to already create the alchemy in you by going after this call and doing this exercise. It's very cool. Awesome. And that'll take us to the next step. So the next step, we're actually going to drop down to the heart. So as we're talking about the chakras, that sixth chakra, that's seeing your way, that's your third eye. Then we're dropping down to Anahat chakra, right in your heart. And this is where you really know who you love to serve. And I put some different photographs here so you could see these different groups of people. This is a difficult step, and I think almost across the board for entrepreneurs in general, a lot of resistance comes up around this, but particularly for yoga teachers. We just want to include everybody.
Sure.
We want everyone to have the healing, everyone to have the transformation. Come young, come old, men, women, just bring them all to me. I'll help you. But when you're creating marketing material, because there's a lot of yoga teachers now, even compared to like when I started teaching 13 years ago, there's way more studios and teachers today than there was a decade ago.
Yeah.
So you really need to reach out to a particular group of people by reaching into your heart and saying, who do I really want to connect with? Who do I resonate with? Who do I want to help solve a particular problem? This is the area of niche, or niche, as some people say.
Sure. And as one of my mentors said, when figuring out who is the exact right people that you should have in your life is, when you're meditating, when you're examining who these people are, ask yourself, who are you meant to serve? Who are you meant to serve? And who are those people that they will get the most value out of working with you? And the answer is not everyone. It's just simply not everyone. For some people, it might be if you're teaching expectant mothers and you're doing prenatal yoga, that's obviously a niche that you can drill down to. or maybe it's eating yoga for eating disorders, or yoga for have a healthy back for skiers or cyclists. I mean, there's so many niches that you can drill down on, and I think a lot of fear comes up when people say, well, I don't want to pigeonhole myself. Well, actually, you do. And the reason why is if you ask yourself, who am I meant to serve? That will really narrow down the number of people. Because it's just simply not everybody. Who can you help the most? And if you focus on those people and do your marketing towards one group, maybe two at the most, you will find a almost immediate abundance, more students in that one particular niche, because you're the person to go to for yoga for eating disorders, for example.
Yes, exactly. This piece I'll just share. I've shared this before on my series, but you can play with this. Like, you don't have to like feel like, oh, my whole business has to be around my niche. You can just try it with a workshop, try it on your website, do something fun and reach out and have fun with it. Like it's practice, and it's also fun of, creating something that's going to reach out to a particular group of people. What I did was 50 is the new 30. And I did 60 is the new 40. Like, I put that right on the headline.
So I'm 20.
Yeah, right?
I love
Especially with yoga. I'm 25.
Nice. I love it.
And so what that does is it makes somebody who's in their 50s or 60s turn their head, right? And say, wow, this is for me. What's going on over there? And it's also telling them that it's about yoga, and it's about being younger, looking younger, feeling younger. So it really speaks to and then of course your subtext would go on with that, but it makes someone's head turn. Yep. And that's what you want. You want to get to that place where somebody that you're trying to reach, you're talking right to them and they feel that. So, your love for your students and how you help them informs your marketing message. You're in the realm of your heart chakra. This is the energy of love, balance, and relationships, and knowing who you want to help and what problems you help your students solve. This is your niche. And again, I just put a couple more photographs on here so you can get ideas, right?
Yep. Niche
defined. So I looked this up in the dictionary, as I love to do with so many words because I think it's fun. I like the dictionary. And the thesaurus. If you're a yoga teacher and you're theming your classes, you will love the dictionary and the thesaurus.
Or Wikipedia.
So the niche... Oh, thank you. Yeah. The niche defined is a situation or activity specially suited to a person's ability or character. So that's what you're doing. You're saying to the world, yoga for golfers,
right?
Spiritual golfer. Do you want to improve your game? Do you want to get more range of motion?
Yep.
Do you want to feel energized after a round of golf rather than wiped out?
Right.
You start to speak their language and they feel that. They're like, wow, she really knows me. Especially if you're someone who really knows golf and is really passionate about teaching yoga to golfers. Mm-hmm. I happen to be in a golfing family and they just started helping. Well, they've transformed me to a golfer. I got my very first set of Max Fly bright pink golf balls for my birthday.
Awesome.
But, this is the thing. You're going to speak differently in your marketing to people based on how you help them and how you serve them. So when you feel into who you want to serve and address this group of students, this is important. This is the piece about addressing them with a title that they would be happy to call themselves, right? One of my friends, Callan Rush, she calls it an egoic title. So moms, mothers, we love that. We totally get behind that. Dads.
Sure.
Right? So
absolutely.
Now that you've got your vision and you've got your A to B vision and you know who you serve, you can put together your authentic message, right? So this is crafting. This is step 3. This is when we're in the 5th chakra now. This is your voice. This is your throat chakra. This is your communication. And it's really cool if you think about it because this message that you're crafting is right in between your head and your heart. And so you're being informed by your vision and influenced by your heart. Yeah. The energy is flowing in both directions.
Yeah. Wow.
And when you start creating content and words and messages, I mean, they're real. This is how you're saying, this is who I am and this is how I help you.
Yeah.
So that's your message. And you can start putting this together by taking this time. It's not an overnight situation, right? It happens gradually. You give yourself some time to be with your vision, think into who you're serving, and then start to think about how can you genuinely reach out to your group and say, this is how I can help you.
Awesome.
Yeah. And that's what we do. These are 3 of the chakra steps from the 7 chakra step program. But before we get into that, let me just tell you that this is one way that you can start with practicing your message. Again, it takes practice and patience. And it's fun. You'll start sitting down with a notebook and you'll just start to like get this download of words and people and how you can reach them. So start by defining your mission. Create a mission statement. And this is just one little idea of how you can do it. You can just fill in blanks in this sentence here. I am passionate about helping, inspiring, teaching, uplifting, use those energizing words. And then the group of people so they can. So for me, my mission statement is I am passionate about helping yoga teachers, about inspiring yoga teachers to create prosperous yoga business so they can reach more students, have a greater impact in the world, and make great money doing what they love.
Awesome. That's an awesome mission statement. And that's really going to help you laser in to who your students are. And I love the fill in the blanks because that just makes it really easy. So if you're that you like to help expectant mothers, I'm passionate about helping expectant mothers have a healthy pregnancy so they can, have a beautiful
so they can enjoy their
family
pregnancy.
and enjoy their family. Exactly, and enjoy that process. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a great way to help people target the customers that they were meant to serve.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And this is where you'll hear about how we're going to be diving deeply into these steps in the 7 chakra steps to manifest your thriving yoga business. This program actually starts on August 29th, so it's coming up. Great. And right below, you'll see there's a link where you can register for the program.
The link is right below this video, so you could just click on that link.
Awesome, awesome. And that link is actually going to take you to a free call, which we'll go deeper into these steps. And depending on when this airs, you'll also get access right to the page where you can sign up and come on this journey with me, because we're going to have 5 weeks together where we'll have live coaching calls, we'll have question and answer calls. We have a private Facebook group with other yoga entrepreneurs. We already have 11 people registered and ready to go. And the cool part about that is we'll be talking more about the heart chakra and relationships. And this is where we really get to connect with our referral partners and help each other grow our businesses so we don't have to do it alone. Awesome. And this really gives your business traction, so it's going to be really fun. I can't tell you how just transformational it has been for me to have a coaching program for my business. Like it's made a huge difference in how I think and plan and do my business, and it's given me a lot of success.
Wonderful. Well, I mean, there's no question having a mentor, having somebody who can be your coach, and being on a team, even if it's just a team of other people going through the exact same process with their yoga practice, the struggles of getting speaking engagements, getting booked on retreats, and really attracting the abundance in those other students that you want to attract. There's no better way to do it. Rebecca Snowball, thank you so much for being part of us. If you're listening here, go check out the Vibrant Yoga Entrepreneur and join up to Rebecca's free call. Rebecca, thank you so much.
Thank you, Brett. So great to be here. And I'm really honored to share the message and to really lift yoga teachers up to really build our businesses together.
Thank you. And if you like this information and you want to get on our newsletter to see when our next speaker comes up, our next interview series, put your name and valid working email in the box to the right and click Get Instant Access, and we'll see you on the inside. Namaste.
Namaste.